Greetings, hockey fans, and welcome back to the Fat Cat Sports Network for continuing coverage of the Island Junior Hockey League semifinals. Metros, Vipers, down to game number 5 here now, and certainly nobody carrying more weight on their shoulders than Metros captain Cale Pierce. Final year of junior eligibility, the Sherwood kid captaining his hometown Metros, and he is definitely wanting to punch a ticket to the finals. He knows his team needs 2 more wins, big one up for grabs tonight. Matt Jelly looking to become the first goaltender to win back-to-back games in this series, hoping no Vipers are going to find the back of the twine on him in this one. Veteran for the Vipers, number 19, Taylor Reed, having a great series here with multiple points in multiple games. As well, another veteran needed into that lineup, captain number 2, Tyler Goland. He needs another great defensive outing, trying to shut down Pierce and Duffy. Not an easy task. As well, starting goaltender Maverick Goyer, playing every minute so far for the Vipers. The puck-moving goaltender needs a big outing here tonight for his team. As for goals, Duncan Pickett's not getting as many of them in this series as he wants. Lots of assists, though, and playing a great role out in front and that physical part as well, too. So Pickett's a well-rounded forward, more than just goals in his game, and he is contributing in many ways. But I think Peter and Brian Griffin can agree with me here on tonight. It is definitely going to be peanut butter jelly time.
Don't feel bad, Peter. Hey, I know what'll cheer you up. Nah, I don't think I'm in the mood. Are you sure? It's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Now there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly.
Underway with puck drop, Cale Pierce taking that opening draw for the Metros. Coach Waddell from the Vipers answering with number 24, Caleb Snow. Hunter Bradley now dishing it off to Boswell. Boswell, a nice little spinorama here. Both teams looking for that opening spark. Melancon and Mitten meeting on the blue line here, coming back the other way, right into your living room with one there as Boswell just avoids a Viper. Reed now with a steal behind the net, centering pass wide. Another attempt here, though, wrangled in by Jelly, slowing things down for his team. Maybe lost in all the goals scored for his team in this game was that Jelly put up quite a fight here in this game with 31 saves in total. Those battles along the boards will help you win the long war in these playoffs, and we've certainly seen plenty of that between these two teams. Fast break coming here now from Duncan Pickett's Shrimp, though, as they call him, Richard on the back end, showing that he ain't no slouch on the back end with a nice body check there to take Pickett's out. Vipers early on here trying to dig for that first one all over Jelly, but Jelly keeping his composure here. Meanwhile, behind him, a little bit of a message sent here, trying to set the tone for the game. As for penalties, both teams would stay out of the box for the first period. Jelly here now getting that mask back on, all set for more action in the first period here. Digging deep into the corner once again. Boswell taking out his man. Sam McNeil now with a fast break for the Vipers. Nice defensive job here by Poley for the Metros to get a stick on that and deflecting it wide. Cole McGeegan now for the Metros with a nice little move here to get around the sprawling defenseman. Goyer, though, with the save. Now back into the Metro zone. Shot from the point. Odd deflection from the blocker of Jelly, but everything A-OK. He keeps his eye on the puck here. Great composure by Jelly in this game. once again here, Vipers working that back line. Shot from the point, gets deflected out in front. Scramble for the puck here now. Once again, as you see, Jelly, very focused, eye on that puck, slowing it down. Cale Pierce here now with a fast break and a nice wrister there. I bet you he'll want another shot at that one again. Off the draw here now, Shaw Mitten winning it over to his winger. Coming back to the defenseman, throwing it back to Mitten, and he's able to throw it into the net behind Goyer as they strike first blood. It will be Shaw Mitten, Nick Steele, and Josh Dow picking up the assists. This will be 5 straight points for Shaw Mitten and the Metros. If you go back to Game 4, he was, of course, the overtime goal scorer for the Metros. Now, it was reported that Steele and Dow got the assists on that one, but I think Boswell got in on the action onto that one. Maybe he should be the one picking up that assist. And there you go, Mitten slowing on down. He will pick it up regardless. He is the goal scorer. 1-0 Metros. Vipers now looking to answer back. Taylor Reed now picking it up behind the net, centering pass to McNeil, who is on the way to the net, putting the brakes on. It goes off his foot. Everyone is celebrating, but what's going on there? We'll go to the bench. It is McNeil. Reed's going on behind him, but the back referee has something to say about this one, so he's going to come back and talk to that referee who pointed the goal right away. Well, let's slow things down and see what happened here now. It wasn't reported during the game, but following the game, it was reported that the goal was called back here due to a kicked-in goal. Not quite sure if there's a kicking motion there or not. He is putting his brakes on because he did have to go towards the net. A very tricky one. Now, what I don't like about this is that the fact that the back referee, regardless, comes right on in to say his 2 cents to the other referee, who emphatically right away pointed to a goal. He had a clear, unobstructed view, as you can see him coming in right there. He is giving the signal for the goal. Once again, the brakes come on there. Not exactly a kicking motion at all. The foot comes up just a little bit. Trouble here now for the referees is that it was already called a goal, so they have to have some pretty overwhelming evidence in order to turn it back, and it really doesn't look like that referee who is closest to the situation really wants to call it back, because if he did, this shouldn't be a long conversation. Typically, the referee calling the goal, if they are unsure about their call, they will call over their fellow referees to discuss this one, but this conversation was definitely initiated by the back referee. Still, no overturning of a call. It almost appears here that they're heading back to discuss who scored and who got the assists. But no, it'll be a little further instruction, a little further conversation. Let's talk to the other linesmen as well, too. Eventually, the referee that called the goal would blow the whistle here for the big washout, but it is quite obvious that the referee who had the furthest view of that one definitely stepped in to overturn that call, and you'll see here as the two of them explain it to Coach Waddell. There'll be one of the referees leading this conversation here in a moment, and it's definitely not the referee that was closest to the play here in just a moment. One thing is for sure, it is a 7-2 outcome, so this goal definitely had no outcome on that final result, but sometimes it does play in momentum. We'll see how Kensington and how Sherwood respond after this one. Very next shift here. Cole McKeegan with the steal and the fast break here now. He will go in on net, fired on over. It will be McAdam getting his own rebound, firing it on in, and that will be Vipers down 2-0. Number 25, Grant McAdam picking up his first of the playoffs. And that play was led off by number 20, Cole McGeegan. Reported that Noah Griffin got the assist on that one, but I'm pretty sure number 20 should have the credit for that one as he dishes it off to 25. First shot off the pads, 25, though McAdam getting his own rebound and dishing it home. Luke Garnham following up that shift with some energy here to keep his team into this. Vipers looking to split the difference here, but for the end of the first, Melancon with a bit of a skate here now, trying to find an open man. Nice block there by Teddy Robbins on defense for the Metros. Vipers coming close here, though, just can't capitalize. Brett Bollum now with 90 seconds to go. He will slide it over to Duncan Pickett. Pickett finds Bollum again. Bollum now with the shot, and he will put one off the iron and right into the back of the net, finally beating Jelly for a legal goal here. Vipers now splitting the difference 2-1. 90 seconds to go in that first period. Nice little give and go here between Bollum and Pickett's. Pickett's finding the back of the net quite often in the regular season. Not as many goals here in the playoffs, but he has certainly picked up a few apples along the way, and this is a beauty here as well. Metros trying to regain that 2-goal lead before the end of the period, but Goyer holding strong here in net to finish it off. First period, 2-1, Metros lead, shots on goal, Metros favored 13-10. Second period coming up. Goyer here now playing every minute so far for the Vipers, including that 75-minute marathon game 4. First penalty of the game, we'll see Shaw Mitten slashing that stick out of the hand of Sam McNeil, so the referee will give him 2 minutes for interference. Vipers to the power play, looking to tie the game. Metros actually, though, getting the best chances in this power play. McAdam looking for his second of the game. Melancon with a bit of a back check there, nicely done. Coming again, though, here hard for the Metros. Another chance here on net. Goyer, though, with the save and the stoppage. Physical play from both sides. Number 12, Harrison James with the Vipers, the 17-year-old, showing plenty of opportunities for hitting. Shaw Mitten for the Metros doing his usual duties as well. Dixon McLeod now into the corner. Big hit from Mitten. McLeod not liking it very much, but play will go on. Vipers still looking for the equalizer. The Fresh Prince walking the point. Shot on net, deflected wide by Jelly. Jelly now sensing some danger, so he will slow it down. Once again, Jelly playing a very solid game here for his team. Goyer now with a push from the blocker, sending it to the neutral zone. Bollum winning that race for the puck. He, though, can't capitalize on his chance here. Will Smith with it again, working it with his defensive partner, throwing it on net, blocked wide, still fighting for it. Duncan Pickett's trying to dig at it and battle for it, but once again, Jelly grabbing it and slowing it on down. Garnham now with a fast break of his own, getting tripped up by the defender, centering pass to Palmer. Goyer gobbling that one up. Meanwhile, just off camera there, Palmer and Richards meeting up and getting reacquainted. I think they've done this once or twice during this season. They will each head to the penalty box for coincidental roughing minors. Cale Pierce had a great shot on net earlier going the other way. This time, let's see what he can do. Nice wrister, bang, bang, boom, behind the net. He is excited, and that is one heck of a fire from the captain, Cale Pierce, number 14, getting it done for his team. And that one should read Pierce from McLeod and Poley, not Pierce, Boswell, and McLeod. Regardless, great little pass here, staying onside. Let's take a look at this shot. Great flex as that leg gets turned on up, and you see it right there heading towards the top corner. Cale Pierce. That is a piercing shot into that top corner. And Coach Waddell making the goaltending change here now as Maverick Goyer heading towards the bench. Coming on in, it will be number 1, Jonah Arbing, coming in a little past the halfway point of the game. We'll see how he does now in his first playoff action of the season. And the first shift for Arbing not going very well. He will take a shot from the point, kind of off the mask, and it almost looks like Steele is going to pick it up there, but it goes back to Mitten, so Arbing getting caught a little off guard and a bit of a bad bounce, and that is just a tough break and a tough start for this goaltender in his first shift of the playoffs. That one was reported right. Mitten from Steele and Robbins. Bit of a tricky play here for Arbing as he takes one off the neck. Looks like Steele's almost going to get that, but instead it goes to Mitten, the backhander. No doubt about it there. The Metros taking a stranglehold of this game now. Rough stuff certainly going to happen after that one as both teams still trying to send that message as the 17-year-old here, Harrison James, initiating it with them, and the rest of them will break loose. When they separate everyone, it'll be Harrison James for the Vipers and Cole McKeegan for the Metros, each heading off for coincidental roughing penalties. Now, I haven't seen him play baseball myself, but I'm guessing Duncan Pickett's as a catcher, you're not going to want to run down from third base. Last break here by Melanchol, being checked tightly here by the defenseman, still able to get something towards the net. Great chance there by the Vipers, negated by the Metros though. Coming back the other way now, Arbing finally settling into the game here, takes one off the chest and a great smother there to stop the play. Back towards Game 3, FSN talked to Craig McLaughlin, head coach of the Metros. He wanted to see his team go closer and harder to the net, to those danger areas for those scoring opportunities. Looking like his team was definitely listening to him in Game 4 and in this game as well too. Staying away a bit more from those perimeter shots and trying to get stuff into those danger areas for sure, and it is paying off for these Metros as it does here. Another goal. Luke Garnham with that rush in the slot, and he will put it home. It was Dylan McDonald, number 18, who would block the shot. He should be picking up an assist on that one. Instead, Palmer and Poley with the assists. But look at this. It's going to pop the water bottle. Boom. Right there in the air. Pretty nice one there from the Metros. Colin Pino here now in his own end, getting caught off guard a little bit there. Thought he was going in for the big body check. A little more cautious here now. A little more calm, cool, collective. There you go. That's the way to get out of your zone. Coach McLaughlin has to be very happy with his goaltender here, Matt Jelly, as he is picking cherries there with the glove. finishing off the second period. 25 shots for the Metros, 21 for the Vipers. But on top of that, 5-1 lead heading to the third period. Metros taking control here in this game. Third period here now. Vipers looking for some early action, but Jelly slowing things down. Robbins and Pickett's here now exchanging some words. I know Pickett's might want to fight here, but I'm sure he's saving those hands for baseball season. Regardless, I would have liked to hear what the two of them had to say to each other. Probably quite entertaining. Early in the third here, Hunter Bradley, number 4, clearly leading the way here on this charge. Fires it over to Mitten. Mitten will find Dow on the far side, and Dow will put it home. And that will be the only goal of this period. Josh Dow with the marker. Shaw Mitten getting an assist, being omitted from the game sheet. Number 4, Hunter Bradley, not getting an assist on that one. But you see here, Vipers defense not seeing Dow coming in on that left side, able to pick up that pass and go to the net cleanly. It should be Dow from Mitten and Bradley on that goal. Back into the Metro zone here. Matt Lank now trying to get sent into your living room by Boswell. Up close and personal there. Battle now here in the center ice area. It will be Ryan Boswell assessed a 2-minute minor for roughing, getting the better half of them there. Vipers now to the power play with a great chance there. A streaking McEachran can't put it home. Continuing on the power play using the perimeter here. Coming from the point, McEachran can't get a stick on it there. Jelly, another great save by him in net. Fast break by McNeil. Great poke check there by the Metros defense. Now a great kick save by Jelly. Still very tight on defense here. The Metros in the third period, despite their big offensive cushion, they aren't letting up one bit on defense. Neither is Jelly. Still looking sharp as a razor. Coach Waddell talking after the game to FSN, praising the play of number 12, Harrison James, the workhorse here and the physical kid playing it despite the young age of 17 for this league. Remember, some of these guys in this league are 21, and that is a big difference in age when you're talking about experience and power, but James showing no let up there and showing that he is equal. Coming in around behind the net, not even touching the puck, and Matt Lank disagreeing heavily with that call. Let's take another look at that. Let's see if he's got any evidence to say the contrary. Well, not even touching the puck, and you see they're taken out by the defenseman. We'll see what the referee's defense is. Well, he wasn't even looking at the play. I guess he decided to turn the other way. Can't call what you can't see. Sorry about that, Matt Lank. Coach Craig with the Metros getting a lot out of his bench here. Number 24, Will Morrison, a beautiful little rush here. He will get into the Vipers zone there. That's what you want to see in the third period, just getting that puck up and deep and onto the net. James and Garnham here jockeying for position on the face-off here. Big collision here between James and Richard. That is some good physical hockey there. Morrison here now showing some more fancy footwork through the neutral zone, gaining entry, firing a shot. Arbing with the save. And another great shift at James here for the Vipers, one of those few bright spots. Great shot block there. And another shot block here by the Vipers. And a dive to try to get that puck out of the zone. Certainly in a game that is that far-fetched, nice to see that hustle out of James playing every shift like it's a tied game. And the other player that Coach Waddell singled out for the Vipers on this night was another youngster, Alex Graham, number 29, cutting to the outside, holding, trying to find an opening there, but that's showing some great poise for a young player as Poley now behind the net with a bit of a hit from behind. A hush falls over the crowd, wondering, hitting from behind or cross-checking, but Poli getting away there, maybe with a cross-checking penalty. Probably regular season you would see a checking from behind there, but understandable there with a cross-check. Metro's penalty kill here, keeping the Vipers to the outside. Jelly in top form, blocker save there. Well, Mitten has thrown out plenty himself, getting caught a little off guard here by Snow and getting sent into the boards as this physical play continues in the third period. Richards now down on the ice. I'm not quite sure if he is as hurt as he claims to be, but regardless, it will be a minor penalty assessed to the Metros, as well as a 10-minute misconduct for that hit to the head. Checking in once again with Richards. He is back up on the ice and informing his teammates that he is in fact okay. So there you go. Maybe looking to get his team a little bit of an inspirational boost for his team moving forward in this series. Alex Graham, now that player that Coach Waddell talked about, settling in for the draw here, but a little more talking needed by the referees here to try to sort out this penalty. I'm not quite sure what they're trying to figure out. I think they might have the wrong man in the box. They might have sent the wrong person there, so we got to pause the game here for a moment. All set here now. Finally, let's zoom on in. Let's get this game rolling here. No, wait a minute. Need another little break here. Let's hit the pause button here again. All right, here we go. Finally now, ready to roll. Third period. I'd hate to see how much talking would have been needed in a tight game. Back to the action here. Mitten tripped up on that face-off by number 29. Back to the front of the net there. Lank trying to get some positioning. Jelly once again. Very focused, cool, calm, and collective in net. That calming presence on that back end. Very good for that Metro defense. Back the other way. Glenn with a nice little move there as he will work it around the perimeter here. Once again, boxing it on up is the Metros. Lank trying to get that position in front of net. Alex Graham now with that fast break. Coming up the side here now. Big shot off the iron and in. A beauty shot there. Coach Waddell saying that both Alex Graham and Harrison James should have Junior A written in their future for these young 17-year-old players, making a difference in this playoff game here. Big goal here now. Let's slow it on down here now as he gets recomposed here now. Watch this shot here now. Nice flex off that stick now compared to Pierce. He decided to leave that foot down, but no doubt about it, that is a great shot. 7-2 hockey game final minutes here, and a little more talking is needed. Just dropped the puck already. Duffy now trying to get wound up here, looking for an opening, but very cautious play here now, making sure that he's doing it right. Great shot there, deflected wide. He will continue on in, though, and really make this play happen. Cole McGeegan, number 20, would be the beneficiary of this one, but it has Duffy's name written all over it. He would be the catalyst in this play as he continues to drive. Great motor in number 15. As you'll see, he'll follow up his own play behind the net, picking up that puck, throwing it out in front. And number 20, you can see there all by himself as all eyes are on Duffy. Everyone forgetting about number 20, and he'll take that goal. Duncan Pickett's now with a head full of steam, bowling over the Metro player late in this third period, still trying to take some energy to his team. Another look here at Alex Graham, number 29, coming the other way here for the Vipers. Great little stick check here for the steal in on net. Great save though by Jelly there, but can't say enough about number 29. His future looks bright in junior. final plays of the game here now, and a little bit of sportsmanship here now as both players easing up to make sure that a big hit isn't the way to finish off this game, because there is another game to be played. Game number 6 coming up. Metros will have 2 opportunities to knock out the Kensington Vipers and book their ticket to the finals against the Red Wings. For the Vipers, their backs are up against the wall.
And it looks like the Metros can clinch it this Friday night, 7:30, for game number 6 at the Eastlink Center. Reporting for FSN, I'm Jeremy McDonald. Thanks for watching.